Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. Got a big show for you today. General exam questions here in the States. It gives you about 97% of the frequencies available. Plus, we've got some big DX news that just broke. You're going to want to hear that. Wherever you may be in this great big world of ours, it is Sunday, February 5th, 2023, and you found the big show in Little Shacket, Oregon. This is Ham Radio Live.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place, my sweet home, Chicago. 1 1 2, 2 and 2 is 4. Love me, baby, love me slow, come on. Baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place, my sweet old Chicago. 2 and 2 is 4, 4 4 is 8. Come on, baby, don't be late, come on. Baby, don't you wanna go? Back to the same old place, my sweet old Chicago. Oh, slide it home.
The group is Foghat. This is a cover of Sweet Home Chicago by Foghat. I thought it was actually very good. If you like the song, it's so well done. Grateful to have you around the world, wherever you may be. Some big DX news coming up. Plus, we've got a lot of fun, excitement, maybe a few giggles for you around the world as well. Little more Foghat with Sweet Home Chicago. Here we go. You know, they did this real well, didn't they? Man. I still like Clapton's version the best, but this is not too shabby. What do you say we spin the wheels, turn the switches, and make the show go? Wherever you may be around the world, away we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. You know, I didn't expect to do the show today, but there's some news that broke in DX News, and I wanted to make sure and share it. And I thought, well, okay, if you share that, you got to do the show. And then the show kind of took over, and then we all of a sudden have the whole doggone thing here ready for you. Yes, waiting for you. So we're glad to see you today. Happy Sunday around the world. Monday if you're west of the dateline. Let's take a look at first, seconds, and thirds, and we will honor all of you right now. Rodney, first one in all the way from Holland, Papa Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. Give that great man a big old beep beep, please.
Meep, meep.
Hi, Rodney. Good evening, buddy. Nice to see you. Sorry we're so late your way. Feel bad about that. Coming in second from the States, Phoenix to be exact, that's Casey, Kilo Charlie 8, A, B, C. Give him some claps. Hi, Casey. Good afternoon, buddy. Good to see you. Hope the weather's warming up there. And if it does, please send it northwest. That'd be fine. Steve makes it 2 from Europe. Mike 1, Sierra Delta Hotel. Let's give Steve some big applause today. Hi, Steve. Good evening to you. Nice to have you part of the show today. Coming in next, we've got Todd, our dear friend from Redlands, California. Kilo 6 Sierra Union Delta. Always a pleasure, Todd. Thanks for being here. Andy Cowley, 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo, the brother of many in this channel. Thank you for coming, Andy. Good evening to you. Lionel, a dear friend of mine there. Kilo Juliet 7 Oscar Foxtrot Hotel. Hi, Lionel. How are you, man? Nice to have you part of the show. Skeeter joins us. Kilo 7 Tango Romeo Delta. Ron Walensky from Monroe, Washington is here. Guy Lee joins us as well from the beautiful state of California. Kilo November 6 Whiskey Echo and Tango. Hi, Guy. Good afternoon, my friend. It's good to have you. Holy Toledo, William is back. Give him a big applause. Hi, William. Alpha Delta 8 India Tango. Thank you for being part of the show. Cliff Bolts from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Whiskey Delta 4 Oscar Bravo Papa. And we've got James. Hi, James. Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo. Welcome back. He's working 10-meter FT8. Try and work James and make a call to him. And Ron says Alaska is booming on 10 meters. Yay. The antennas, I'll share in a second. We'll let you know. Steve joins us from, hey, this is a first timer, Santa Barbara. Hi, Steve. Welcome back. It's good to see you, man. My name's Larry. Welcome. Oh man, Santa Barbara's a beautiful place. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love Southern California a lot. My wife is a Northern California person, so I understand there's like a rivalry for some reason between North and South, which I don't get, but that's life. Roger, good to see you as well in Spokane, Washington with Molly, Kilo Juliet 7, Lima, Lima X-Ray. Molly would make K9. Welcome to you both from the Spokane Valley. And I think we have just a few more to say hello to. Oh, look, Kim. Kim's joining us from Southern California doing a POTA activation right now. Kim, where are you? Let us know on frequency. We'll try and make it a call. Colorist joins us from, it's Peter, Echo India 8, India Yankee Bravo. And he's so smart. He's also got the Mike Zero call. Mike Zero, Victor Foxtrot X-Ray. Hi, Peter. Welcome back. Good to have you. Man, colorists, those are people who are very smart with video editing. Just, they're brilliant people. It's an honor to have you today. Thanks a lot for coming into the show, Peter, as always. Adesh joins us from Trinidad. Hello, Adesh. Welcome to you. Good evening. Roger says, we got King Henry 6 Whiskey India, working part K6415 in Hawaii. Oh, let's see if I can. I don't know if I can listen to that. Let's see. The antenna is really low right now, so we'll just see if it's even pick upable. If that's not really a word, right? But yeah, we'll take a look and see if maybe I can get it. I doubt it though, because the antenna is really low right now. Dennis Tate, welcome. My goodness, Roseville, Georgia joins the show. Hi, Dennis. Nice to meet you. Kilo Fox 4, Victor Bravo Delta, Rossville, Georgia. I said Roseville, sorry. Rossville, Georgia, USA. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Great to see you. Thanks for coming, Dennis. My name's Larry. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming. This is awful good group. Wow. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, the Blues Brothers did a nice version of Sweet Home Chicago as well. They really did. Thanks for the links, Rodney, as well. And he says, I can't sleep anyway. Hang in there, my friend. Oh, we found out some interesting news. I got to share this with you really quick, okay? Just saying, Corey, Kilo November 4, Yankee Zulu Yankee. Hello and welcome back. Good to see you. And look at this gay night from, I'm going to say it's wrong, Shropshire, England. I hope I'm saying your name right. Gaya, it's nice to meet you. It might be Gaya. I want to say it right. I don't mean to be disrespectful to you. My name's Larry. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. Thanks for coming. What a treat. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Gay night, all the way from the UK. That is so cool. And Levi, he is here. Kilo 6, Lima Charlie Mike. Santa Barbara. Is that two from Santa Barbara in the same show? My goodness. Hi, Levi. Oh, man. My name's Larry. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. What a special day this has been. Thank you, guys. Robert Varnick, Kilo Charlie 2, Tango Echo Lima, I think. I hope so. Roger. Robert, welcome to the show. And we got now continent number 3. That's Colin and BK. Hi, Colin. Victor Kilo 5, Charlie Oscar Lima. Very nice to see you. And yeah, Rodney, NBS low or just a bit low. It's quite low. We had a windstorm last night that was supposed to come, and of course it never came at all. Gosh. Sorry about the antenna down, because you got to. The BuddiHex it's meant to be portable. It's on a tripod, and they were saying maybe 50-mile-per-hour gusts. That's pretty heavy for an antenna like that, even though it was guided very, very well. I was worried that maybe there would be something that would go wrong, and so it was more important to sleep well. So it's literally maybe 12 feet up. But we'll see what we can do with it today. If we can do something with it, then even more the better. We'll find out. So probably NBIS low. Sean, hi, my friend. 2 Echo 0, X-Ray Bravo Tango. All is good. Thank you. And we got some big news today for you, too, which you're going to love. People of the channel, this is, like I said yesterday, it's like a family of people. It really is. A lot of people come a lot, and they talk to each other and get to be friends. We have good news about one of you that has got their amateur radio license. Yep, it's coming up. I'm looking for that. Muhammad joins us from Borneo. Always a pleasure. 9 Whiskey 8 Zulu Kilo. Welcome to you. Let's give him a tell me something good there.
Tell me something good.
Welcome to you, Muhammad. Thank you for coming. Wow. Wow, that's kind of number 4 now for the show. That's nice. Thank you for being here. And let me see. I think I got just about everybody here. I hope so. Let me see. And bless your heart. Yeah, thank you. I hope I didn't murder your name. Certainly didn't mean to. And yeah, Rodney, 12 feet is good enough for DX. We'll see how well it goes. We'd like to help you if you'd like to get an amateur radio. There's great groups around the world. One of them is the American Radio Relay League. Find them at www.arrl.org. Just hit the contact us bar. Let them know you want your license and where you live. They'll send you an email back with a local to you amateur radio club wherever you are in the world. www.arrl.org and get yourself a club close to you. Get to know them and be part of amateur radio. If you want to email me, you can reach me at info@hamradiolive.org. And today's topic question, you'll love this one. Wait, here it comes. Are you ready? What bugs you in radio? Oh, I know this group. This will really get you guys started for sure. So there you go. Let us know in the comment section what bugs you in radio, and we'll do our best to make part of the show today, all right? Want to say something real quick. We are on WRMI Shortwave, a couple of shows. One of them is CQ Calling, powered by Icom. It's a great show about amateur radio news and the HF forecast for both shortwave and the amateur bands. Love to have you join us on one of these frequencies anywhere near you in the world. Also, OTH Radio, powered by Icom, is transmitted all over the world. Australia, New Zealand, and Oceania gets it. 7780 kilohertz every Friday at 0900 UTC. That's 8 p.m. in Sydney, a perfect time for that frequency. 10 p.m. in Auckland, New Zealand, Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. In fact, it goes all the way down south into Namibia. I know that for sure. I confirmed it on a WebSDR this past week. You can hear that show on 15770 kilohertz at 12 UTC every Saturday. North America has a show 9395 kilohertz, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night. Please catch the show. And by the way, the very last show of the month, you get to make requests. And right now I've got a couple of requests coming from Europe. Please join it. You can just hit me up with a request at othrequests@gmail.com. Also, I do want to thank a very nice man, Constantine, who watched the show, listened to the show on WRMI from St. Petersburg, Russia. It was an honor to send him this EQSL card. If you'd like to get one of your own, just follow the show. Let me know what you heard, and we'll send you the same EQSL card that Constantine got in St. Petersburg, Russia. All right, let's talk a little bit about some DX news that is just some stuff that's important. 3Y0J, Bouvet Island. We know that they're on the island and they're starting to coast, slowly and get going, right? This news kind of broke yesterday about how things were going for them. And right now they're trying to get things set up on the island. They're not quite ready yet. Bouvet is important because it's the second most difficult place to work in the entire world, all right, just below North Korea. So this is a very difficult place to work. And right now this team is trying to get the tents up and the antennas and radios out there and the food and all the stuff they have to do. So there's a lot of work. But this one is the big news. FT8WW had filed an extension request, all right, for the IPEV. They answered it and they were approved. Yes. They're going to be able to make an amendment so that Theory can resume traffic under the following conditions. For this is FT8WW for Crozet Island. All right. These are the rules, though. Over 4 rolling weeks, only the first 3 are authorized for traffic. So the next 3 weeks, you can still work FT8WW in Crozet Island. So Crozet and Bouvet are going to be on there about the same time as we hoped in December, early January, but it's coming here in February instead. Now, this is kind of the rules he has that he has to follow. He must provide the logs each week in a format understandable by the services that, control the island. Also, here's something important. Traffic below 14 megahertz is prohibited. Now that kills you on nighttime bands, right? It seems that 10 megahertz disturbs measurements, so don't worry about working them on 10 and 7. There have been some DX, spots where he's there on 10. He's not on 10. He can't work 10. So that's the way it is. The conditions that were in force remain valid, namely 5 hours per day prohibited to carry out the absolute measurements of his, EMF. He also stopping of all broadcasts 10 days before the departure of the boat for Reunion Island for the return trip. So there's very little time left. He says, currently I'm awaiting the endorsement that the TAAF must make. There is no HF emission for the moment. As for QSLs, Paul can say that the double QSLs to answer direct requests are printed. They should arrive this week. There are currently few requests for French. So right now it looks like FT8WW will be coming back on DX. for Bouvet, it looks kind of like this right now. Everything is, they're working really hard to get everything going and set up in the camp. And they've sent some great photos. In fact, here's Dave, Whiskey Delta 5, Charlie Oscar Victor on Bouvet Island, picture he got. And here's them kind of getting some stuff off of the sailing ship that they came over in. And this kind of tells just a little bit. The landing depends on conditions on Bouvet, which they found to be very difficult. Okay, the setup's going to be a small scale setup that, if they can succeed, will possibly be extended. So their hope, like FT8WW, is because things have been so difficult, they may get an extension on the 3Y0J, the expedition. Gosh, and there I was, doing something I shouldn't have been doing, again on Ham Radio Live. Great, thank you. Yeah, nice to have you. Jeez, really? Okay, so yeah, that's good news. So FT8WW and 3Y0J, possibly both on the air this coming week. My hope is that we get a little bit of sideband traffic from FT8WW. Haven't seen a lot of that. Topic question, what bugs you in radio? Here we go. It's going to be really scary to find out exactly what you guys say. Oh, by the way, I do need to share some with you, and then he's here, which is really even more important. We have somebody who has done something very special. For people that follow this channel a lot, you know Bass. Bass is from the Netherlands, and he's a really dear person. We think the world of Bass. Bass has cancer. He's went through some terrible treatments that we thought, honestly, that he wasn't alive anymore. Little did we know that Bass was working himself very, very hard, and what he ended up doing. Are you ready for this? We got to tell you some good news. Listen to this. This is so stinking cool. Listen, Bass studied while he was sick, taking radiation and chemotherapy treatments, and he now has his amateur radio license. Isn't that cool? Man, I am so happy for him. There's his Yaesu FT991A. He's got a nice little screen there, a nice, the microphone and everything. And look at the handy talkies. Bass, you're going to have so much fun. And here he is right there. That's Bass. That's great. Oh, man. Let me, I don't want to read the whole letter because it's kind of personal, but what he said was, thank you much, Larry, for all your support, nice words of motivation. Your voice was continuing in my head and it helped me in this tough time. I was thinking, Bass, don't give up. You promised Larry to become a ham, and you did it. You did it. Look at you, man. Man, he doesn't have a call sign yet. That's coming still. He's got to wait for that to arrive in the mail. Bass, I want to tell you, for me, congratulations on achieving something really special. And I hope with all my heart that when you use that station, that you just enjoy the moment you have there. You've earned it. You've worked hard. You fought hard to survive. And this is just some extra love from all of us. We think the world of you. Thanks for being here, Bass. Really. Isn't that great? That's so cool. That's so cool. It's kind of bad to go in now into the what bugs you segment, but let's wind it up here and we'll find out what y'all have to say. And I'm going to kind of scroll up so we don't miss anybody. First one in that, and bless your heart, look at James. It's inspiring to listen to life. James, you know what? You just made my day. Yes, you did. You made my day. Thank you so much for that. That is very kind. Thank you. Kilo India 5, Oscar Echo Bravo. I'm going to share something real quick that I wasn't planning to do on the show. Just a moment. Let me get a little drink. I really believe that, and this is true for me, and it may not be for everybody, but when I wanted my amateur radio license, I wanted the highest I could get because I wanted to be able to work everywhere. I had waited my whole life to get it. I really did. That's the honest truth, because I don't do code. I'm not good at it. I've tried even after getting my license, and it's very slow for me, but I'm still trying. But, that's a big deal to try and get your license or upgrade your license to the highest one you can get, because, it's not because you're not smart enough. That's not it. So many people don't try. And that's where the mistake lies. Try. Just try. And the worst that can happen is you end up where you're at right now, right? You don't have the bigger license, but that means you're that much closer to getting it. And that makes all the difference in the world, you guys. It really does. That's amateur extra people or the advanced license. They're not geniuses. I'm living proof. But just try, because, with study, you can do it. And I really want to encourage everyone in amateur radio to try and get the highest license wherever they are in the world, because you can do it. You really can. James, thank you. It's very kind of you to say what you say. What you said there. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Todd says, sad hams bug me. Oh, you mean like sad hams, like really sad hams, like maybe someone like this?
I talk to who I want to. I'm an American. You don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I know. Kind of bothers you a little bit. I know. Yep. James, the one setting I can't figure out when trying to operate, that's for sure. Goodness sakes. Yeah, when you're like scrambling, right? You're like the radio. Oh my gosh, wait. And you find out they're on the wrong sideband. And you're like, no, wait. You're pushing the button to go to the other sideband to make it work. I have done that too, which is funny. Todd, thank you for the like. It's nice to say. Steve says, what bugs me are the number of unfixed bugs in my SDR transceiver. Oh, that's funny. You know, it's amazing what they could do today with technology, isn't it? I mean, radios can be just so tiny and be so powerful. The little SDR plays, they're incredible what they can do. So I totally understand, but it's kind of neat what's happened. That's for sure. And James, sad hams get left behind. Amen to that. Yeah. Casey in Phoenix, rude, impatient people. The more people I meet, the more I like my dogs. It's true. That's true. Indeed. Yep. Rodney in Holland. What bugs me? Not much except the overpowered, unethical, splattering beeps that you can find on the air. Yes, indeed. It's like you're trying to work some DX, right? And somebody's got a tune right on frequency. They got like a 1,000,000 watt amplifier with a giant antenna with 7 million dB of gain. And they're like, beep, right on top of the signal. You're like, oh my gosh, you please just tune 3 down or something else, please.
Tell me something good.
Oh my gosh. Totally bothers me too, man. I get it, Rodney. Thank you for that. That's great. Steve in the UK, bugs me. A station on 10 meters today was almost 9 kilohertz wide with splatter. Right next to some DX I was trying to work. Oh my. Yeah, that would bother me too. And it does, you know. You can tighten it up just a little bit. You don't need to run 9 wide. Holy cow, that's crazy. Dash in Trinidad, what bugs me are persons doubling and a pileup. Well, I use virtual simulation amateur radio. Hope it counts. It doggone well does, you bet. You bet it does. Thank you very much, Dash. It always counts with you. You bet it does. That's great. Pileups, and they can be terrible, like, right, you know, because you're listening, you're working the pileup, and you're giving your call sign once, you're trying to follow the DX code of conduct, right? Because it's important. DX code of conduct has been around for decades, and so you're you know, for Mike's sake, Kilo 7 Hotel November. That's it. Or also usually slow. Okay, Kilo 7 Hotel November, just to put a little longer time out there. And there'll be somebody like, and please. Don't take this offensive if you are the wrong, this call sign, right? Kilo 1 Alpha Zulu Yankee. I don't, making it up, okay? And they go, Kilo 1 Alpha Zulu Yankee. Kilo 1 Alpha Zulu Yankee. K1 Alpha Zulu Yankee. And the guy's already accepted a call from somebody else. Kilo 1 Alpha Zulu Yankee. And it's over and over again. So I totally get that. Yes, drives me nuts too. Oh my gosh. Skeeter says what bugs him are sad hams not having enough room for antennas. That counts me in, I guess. Truly, yeah. Colorist from UK. Miserable hams bug me. From Ireland, sorry. Miserable hams bug me. Been in radio for 5 decades and nothing has changed. Oh, man. Isn't that sad? You know what? That's interesting you say that, because I would think, Peter, that back like in the 60s or 70s, right? That people would be just a little more polite, but it's been that way for a long time. That makes me sad. That really does. Scott from the north side of the tracks, over by the old lady's house with a big white picket fence.
Well, I'm all broken up about that man's rights.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, Larry, my mom told me I would have days like these, but she never said I'd have 365 of them in a row. It's true. That's true. Okay. You know what gets me mad? Every time I go to the grocery store, and it happened again today. No kidding. Okay, real quick. So I go to the store, and I do it because my family needs groceries. I'm thinking I'll get there early, no problem, we'll be fine. And I get in there, and I forget one thing, right? I'm at the self-check. I had to get in line for the self-check. I get in there, and there's people that have, it's a 15 item or less line. People have got like 7,000 items.
Yeah, for some reason or another,
Yeah.
you sound a little taller on radio.
Okay, so anyway.
And now, a Larry moment.
I'm in the store and I've got my stuff. I'm at the check stand. I've got everything. I said, hold on, I get one thing. And the check stand kept breaking. So the person had to keep coming over there and fixing it. So anyway, so I go back in the store. I get a pound of hamburger. I come back. I go to scan it. And then the computer blocks up again. Person behind me is like, are you going to take forever with this order? I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to buy this and get out of here. So that ends up happening. I get finally done, right? I'm out of the line. I'm leaving. And one of the things I got was a pie for my family for dessert. I grab a hold of it, lift it up, and the stupid thing is broken. The plastic cover is broken on the top. Excellent. So I tell the guy, I'm really sorry. I've got to go back to the back of the store. It's not going to be close to the door. No, it's going to be the far back of the store and get another pie. And then anyway, you get it. So I'm like, it's like a race course through that place. I'm trying to dodge and weave and get out of the way. I get all the way done. And this guy that's sitting at the same check stand that I started at, no joke, he's like, this thing keeps breaking. And I'm like, well, that's what it did to me too. And so the guy's trying to come over and help him. And as I'm moving through, this lady's cart was like just too far over. I said, ma'am, could you please move your cart? She says, yeah, moved it an inch. I'm like, no, more than that, please. She moves a little more over. And I moved my cart and I knocked over 24 chocolate bars right off the stupid ass counter. Sorry to put that word in. Gosh, I was mad. Jeez. Oh. Anyway, sorry. Got a little bit upset. Don't ever make Larry go to the store. Sorry for that language there. Just, oh my gosh, it's bad. Lots of congratulations for Bass, and that's well worth it. We're grateful for that. It's good. And Scott, say your call sign slowly. Say it again slowly. Say it again slowly. Oh, you're 5 and 9. That happened to me yesterday on the show. Did you get that? I had to give the guy my call sign multiple times. He's like, oh, you're a 57 5x7. Really? Okay, great. Thanks. Anyway, David, welcome. David C502, welcome back. Says, what bugs me in radio is folks tuning up on frequency. Damn straight, man. It's so frustrating. David, it's good to see you. Thanks for going. Thanks for going back to the channel and not giving up on me. Yeah. Rodney from Holland, also, do not be ashamed or afraid to ask for help. Amen. Especially here. This is the Ham Radio Live family, and even though we are a crazy bunch, we do help each other. And that's true. And Ronnie's a very special guy. He's very talented. He's engineer quality. So there's a guy who can answer a lot of questions. True. Thank you, Rodney. That's a nice comment. Gary Strong joins us from the City of Lights. That would be Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello, Gary. Ron Walensky in Washington State. What bugs me is during a pileup, the station won't give out his call sign. There was a dude yesterday, right? I'm trying to work him, and I got on frequency late. I'm sitting there, and I can hear him real good. He's a solid 5.9 plus 10, right? And he kept just saying, QRZ, QRZ, QRZ. I'm going, dude, what's your call sign? Finally, someone asked that, right? They make the call to him, 5959, and the guy says, by the way, what's your call sign? Then he gives it out. Then I can make the call because now I have it, right? Ron, that's so true. Thank you. Yeah. QRZ, QRZ. Yep. Andy New, welcome. Mike 7, Charlie Union November. Muhammad joins us, and he is such a cool guy from Borneo, all the way there in the warm ocean, the Indian Ocean. What bugs me in radio, I have no space for a beam antenna in my QTH. Yep, that would bother me too, man. Yeah. Hold on, do you have enough room for like 12 feet? Now, I'm not sure how that's going to be in meters, like 4 meters. Not for a 4-meter round antenna. Just thinking, because if you can, the BuddiHex will work for you. It's a phenomenal antenna. It really is. I love mine. And if you can do that, if you have 12 feet, maybe good 12 foot around, it goes on a tripod, just guide down really well, man. It's worked me the world, man. It's, Muhammad, it's the difference between me working Washington, D.C. and South Africa. That's what it's done for me. I'm not saying it's the world's best antenna, But for where I live, where I can't put up a tower or something, it works perfect for me. Think about that. You might be able to use that antenna, and it really works well. Truly does. Good point. Sean from the UK, 2 Echo 0, X-Ray Bravo Tango, bugs. The full license eludes me. I've been trying on and off since 1993. I'll get there though. And that's, you know what, here, before we do any more, Sean, don't ever give up on that. Don't do it. I know you said you're not going to do it. You'll get there, and you will get there. That's the thing. When I took my license, this is what people told me. I said, I want to get all 3 in one sitting. They said, we've never seen that done in over 40 years. You'll never do it. Please, just as you're happy, just be happy with the general license. That's what they told me. And I said, no, I'm going to get all 3. And they said, you got to understand, there's people who have tried 5 and 6 times who have general licenses for the extra, and they don't get it. And I said, well, okay, that might be so, but I'm going to still try. You know what, Steve? Sean, pardon me. You can do this. You really can. I hope you can get that license by summer. I'm going to give you a goal. Summer. By June 21st. Try and get that license. Here's why. That gives you at least another year to year and a half of the solar cycle to work the world with 400 watts of power where you live. You can do it. I know you can, and it's very doable. That is very doable. Please do me the favor, Sean. June 21st, see if you can do it, okay? I'm giving you a goal, seriously, because I believe you can make that work. It's not my place to, but it's something for me that's really important, and I know you can do it. Andy knew. What bugs me, the fact that I can't do everything in ham radio that I'd love to. That's a nice comment. That really is. I think we got everybody. Maybe, let me see. Just love the comment where someone talked about when they have you give your call sign multiple times, and then they say, oh, you're a 59. Sure. Okay. That's very good. Thank you guys for your kindness. Look at all your kindness about the like button. That's very nice. Ron says, this is why I always go to a real person at the checkout. There you go. Can I have a human checkout person, please? Yeah, that's the way it goes. Jonathan, welcome. Mike Zero, Juliet Sierra X-Ray. Jonathan used to work at Martin Lynch & Sons, one of, I think, the coolest amateur radio retailers in the world. He was blessed to work there. And his comment, I get bugged by the use of completely non-standard phonetics. Always throws me off. No, I feel terrible. Because yesterday, when I was in that same situation that the guy said I was 57, I gave my call sign twice as Kilo 7, Honolulu, Norway. Because the guy wasn't hearing me, right? And I'm like, okay, let's use something that might be like country specific. No, and I'm sorry, I was wrong of me to do. So thanks for the reminder. I need to be better at that too. I do. What's your call sign again? Kilo 7, Oscar Hotel? Oh, man. Hotel November. Well, sir, that's, is it November Hotel? No, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Hotel November. Okay, you're starting with Hotel November? Oh my gosh, please just make it stop. Michael, welcome back. Baldwin Park, California, the home of In-N-Out Burgers here. Hi, Mike. Thank you, buddy. It's good to have you. James says, spiderweb antenna. Yeah, it might work well for you. Absolutely. And this is nice. You learn nothing from contesters who will give you 59 no matter what. And you know what? That's why you just go on the work bands, because you'll get the, hopefully a real signal report. Jerry Jones, welcome. Kilo 4 Papa Zulu, waiting for the SpaceX launch now at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hi, Jerry. Did you know we had a balloon from China flying over the United States? It was started in Alaska, right? So it's coming over. They know it's there. It's going over our country, and it's a spy satellite up there, and it's a balloon. It's not like a big satellite in space. And so they wait to shoot it down until it gets all the way over the Atlantic Ocean. Wow. Anyway, yeah, so that's why I think of launches and everything. Colorist, everyone obsessed with competition bugs me. Love a rag chew. Me too. Absolutely. Yep, rag chews are the best. And Sean, thank you. I don't mean to I don't want to seem rude, but I think when people have goals sometimes, it helps them because they know, okay, look, I can do it by here. And Sean, you're going to get that license. You are going to get that full license, and we all know you will. You will. Absolutely positively, and you share with us when you do, okay? Skylar Dog, with my station, if I get a 5.9, I know it's a lie.
Tell me something good.
It's true. Yeah, there you go. Andy, Sean, I'm the same. I passed the full in 82, then let it go when I was overseas. Now resitting all of them, just the full to go for the third time, and you'll get it. Andy, you'll get it. You bet you will. Same goal for you, okay? June 21st this year. 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo. You're going to be a Mike 0. You will, and you'll be so happy you did. So now you and Sean have the same goal, okay? Please. You can do it. You can. Yeah, James. Zulu or Zanzibar? What the heck? Happened on Winterfield Day. Somebody actually asked Zulu or Zanzibar. Are you kidding me? Oh, gosh. Yes, Zebra Zelch. Excellent. Kevin O'Doublehand joins us all the way from Ireland. Hi, Kev. Hi, Larry. Hi, brothers and sisters. Jonathan, due to disability, I struggle with retaining information. I passed the full license exam. Ye can do it, matey. Never give up. Beautiful. That's coming to show. It's coming to show. Kev, thank you for that. It's very nice. Rodney, I busted my jewels for my PhD in computer science and CEH automotive acoustics as side studies. Very cool. That's nice. See, he's very smart. That's the way it goes. Hi, Thomas. Good to see you as always. Thanks for joining the show. This is just a fun show, and I hope you enjoy it. And Jonathan, Honolulu, Norway is fine, but Guatemala gets me every time. It's probably true. What bugs you in radio? Let us know. We'll make it a part of the show. Lionel says, launch scrub for tonight, standing down from tonight's Falcon 9 launch. Oh, that's too bad. Well, that means tomorrow. There you go, Lionel. Trying again tomorrow, and that's perfect. All right, let's get you guys help with the maybe getting up in from the technician license here in the States all the way up to the general license. I know what I'm doing. It's the first time I've done the show, but doggone, I'm going to try and do it. These things that bug you are just great. Sorry, but I think they're funny as heck. All right. First question today. By the way, this is powered by HempTest Online. It's the software that knows you. These license questions are here in the States. So the legal ones like, power limit and, your license renewal dates and all that stuff are U.S. specific, clearly. But the theory is all the same. So if you'd like to maybe get a leg up on your license where you live, a great place to start is HempTest Online. They've helped thousands of people get their amateur radio license, and they're the only ones who have a money-back guarantee. Find them online at www.hamtestonline.com. We'll have it all in just a moment. Oh, this is I'm going to have a hard time getting this whole show done. You guys have got some pretty good ones today. First question on the general. Which of the following is a purpose of a beacon station as identified in the FCC rules? Okay, a beacon station, right? A is observation of propagation and reception. That's the right answer. B, identifying net frequencies. No. C, automatic identification of repeaters. No. D, or 4, transmission of bulletins of general interest to amateur radio licensees. No, it's simply observation of propagation and reception. Beacons are super helpful to us in amateur radio because they let us know when maybe a distant continent is open, and they're located all over the world because of the International Beacon Project. They're fantastic. You'll find them at 14.1 megahertz, 18.110 megahertz, 21.150 megahertz, 24.930 megs, and at 28.2 megahertz all around the world. And they rotate around the world so you can hear when they go off. They go off in Morse code, and they'll help you to see if that place is, part of the, if they're on, you can get propagation there or not. Beacons are so helpful to us in amateur radio, really are. Next, which of the following describes a type N connector? Right? A moisture-resistant RF connector useful to 10 gigahertz. Okay, and that's the right answer. B, a small bayonet connector used for data circuits. C, an audio connector used in surround sound installations. Awesome. D, a threaded connector used for hydraulic systems. The answer obviously is A. It's a moisture-resistant RF connector useful all the way to 10 gigahertz. And here's what they show. They show the different kinds of connectors you should use if you're on different bands. I don't know. I mean, I still love my PL259 just fine. I'm sorry, 239. Sorry, they work just great. No worries there. And here's what they look like. The PL259 connectors, that's what I use. I've never had a problem. Type N connectors, those are what those look like. You see the BNC and the SMA. That's what those all look like. And according to what they're showing on HempTest Online, this is where you can use those type of antenna connectors, right? Next question. How does an inductor react to AC? All right. This has to do with frequency. All right. Not amplitude. So just if you get this question, remember frequency, not amplitude. There's only two of them that are this, then you've thrown two out. A, as the frequency of the applied AC increases, the reactance decreases is incorrect. It's C. As the frequency of the applied AC increases, the reactance increases as well. That's the easiest way to remember it. Both increase, and it has to do with frequency, and you'll have this one right every time, right? This talks a little bit about how reactance works. And it says about reactance and AC, it says, however, inductors impede the flow of AC to some extent because the magnetic field resists changes to current. The higher the frequency, the more AC current is impeded. As the frequency increases, inductive reactance also increases, right? Next one, and this one here's the states. This is one of our rules here. So, what license examinations may you administer when you are an accredited voluntary examiner holding a general class operator license? If you're a general, you can only give licenses to technician want-to-bes, people who want to get a technician license. That's it. You can't do general as well. It's limited here in the States to only technicians. Once you get the amateur extra, you can give it for all three. But until you become an amateur extra, all you can do is the technician as a general licensee. Okay? What is the effect of transmission line loss on SWR measured at the input of the line? We'll make it an all-in today. Right? So what's the effect of transmission line loss on standing wave ratio measured at the input of the line? Is it A, transmission line loss does not affect the SWR measurement? Is it B, the higher the transmission line loss, the more accurate the SWR measurement will be? Is it C, the higher the transmission line loss, the more SWR will read artificially low? Or is it D, the higher the transmission line loss, the more the SWR will read artificially high? You drink of water after that. A, B, C, or D. First one right gets a little bit of a, why don't we just do big applause today? Good luck to you. Yep, A, B, C, or D. So we're finding out which one is the most accurate there. By the way, Steve, good night. Thank you for joining us, mate. No, it's late your way. Andy Kelly, first in with D, says the higher the transmission line loss, the more the SWR will read artificially high. And that's not quite it, but Andy knew transmission line loss does not affect the SWR measurement. Sounds plausible. That really does. Not the right answer, but it does sound plausible. Cliff Bolts, Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar Bravo Papa in Virginia says C, the higher the transmission line loss, the more the SWR will read artificially low, and that is 100% correct. Nicely done. Yep, it is C. Yeah, the higher the transmission line loss, the more the SWR will read artificially low. That's correct. James also got that right. Kilo India 4, Oscar Echo Bravo. Adesh had D. Jonathan had it right. Guy Lee had D. Todd had D. And Scott with D. Next question. We're almost done. This talks a little bit about how that works. And this is, I think, the magic of Ham Test Online. Just how well they explain things to you. And it's just a great software. It really is. All right. What's the characteristic of HF scatter? If you think of scatter and shatter the same, you'll figure this out. HF scatter is like putting a flashlight into a mirror that is shattered, okay? It's not going to be super strong. The light's going to, reflect all different directions instead of being a nice linear line, right? So the answer is given. A, there are very large sudden swings in signal strength. B, phone signals have high intelligibility. C, signals have a fluttering sound. Or D, scatter propagation only occurs at night. The answer is C, signals have a fluttering sound. And the reason for that is because, like a shattered mirror, only a certain amount of the frequency of the signal is getting through because it's scattered. That's the reason why it is that way. So keep that in mind. If you can put scatter and shatter together, you'll have this good. Next, how do the lengths of a 3-element Yagi reflector and director compare to that of the driven element? All right, remember, the reflector is always the largest one, right? The driven element is not. It's not the smallest, and it's not the largest. The reflector is the largest. The smallest is the driven. That's what it is. So look for the one that says the reflector is longer and the director is shorter, and you will have the answer right. Last question. What precautions should you take if you install an indoor transmitting antenna? This has to do with your safety, and this is true anywhere in the world, okay? The answer here is C. Make sure that your MPE limits, which is maximum permissible exposure to RF, are not exceeded in occupied areas. Just make sure wherever you put your indoor antenna that people aren't going to get hurt because you're playing on the radio a little bit too much. That's the right way to look at it. Ham Test Online Ham Bites for the generally licensed people, and they are good people. They'll help you get licensed into the general exam and pass that test. Find them online at www.hamtestonline.com. Only ones out there with 100% money back guarantee. Good job to them. Thank you for powering the segment. Man, you're so close. And Steve is here. And, well, Steve at least may be still here. Steve is a good example of a guy who got the foundation, then went to intermediate and passed the full. And that's what I'm saying to the guys here that want to get that full license. You can do it. You really can. Just don't give up on, okay? Today's topic question, what bugs you in radio? Put it in the comment section and we will make it part of today's show. All right, we're going to thank somebody that watches the channel, and we want to thank him with a lot of love. So we're going to play a little Chicago since he's living in a Chicago suburb. John J. Nagel, November 9, Golf Lima Echo, listens to Ham Radio Live, and doggone, I'm so happy about that. Look what John's accomplished. He's got the 12 Days QRZ, Master of Europe, North America, South America, Continents of the World, World Radio Friendship, Grid Squares, and U.S. counties. Wow. Let's take a look at where he lives from the satellite view. Here's Lockport, Illinois. It's a beautiful area just off of 355 coming south out of Chicago. That's why we played the opening song that we played. Coming out of the satellite, you kind of see he's in a southwestern suburb of the city of Chicago. Zooming out just a little bit, we'll see just exactly where he's at in the state of Illinois. He's in the northeastern corner. And that's where he's at in the upper Midwest, and in the States, and in North America. That's where Jonathan lives. Now let's take a look at his world. If you were in Lockport, Illinois, you would see things just like this. Look how flat Illinois is. In fact, people like in Wisconsin call Illinois people flatlanders because it's so flat in Illinois. It's just a beautiful state, and it's just so beautiful. I love Chicago. I love the whole state. Remember, you've got to shop at Pops, right? There used to be a rule in many little towns and boroughs in the States that the highest building would be the church steeple. No kidding. That may be the case here in Lockport, Illinois. It's a beautiful old church. Let's see the rest of Lockport where John lives. Thank you so much, John. November 9, Golf Lima Echo, Lockport, Illinois. Thank you for watching Ham Radio Live, buddy. Love it. Love it. It's very cool, and I'm very grateful that you do. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Let's catch up with your comments. And Thomas said, I'm glad. I thought I was going to go find a less serious chat room there. This is really less serious. We're just having a lot of laughs here today. I think we got everybody. Jerry Jones, always run your 300-watt antenna 1 foot under your bed.
Tell me something good.
Oh, who needs an electric blanket, right, Jerry? Rodney, and have copper shield right above the bed. Excellent. Oh, we're going too many places. Thomas, I came in late, so somebody may have mentioned it, but what bugs me is homeowners associations. That's a big one. I totally agree with you right there, man. Homeowner associations are so awful in the States at limiting what people in amateur radio can actually do. And what they don't realize is many of the antennas we use can't really be seen if they're a wire, right? So, I mean, who cares if you got a big dipole in an inverted V in a tree on your property? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So, Thomas, what you say I think is 100% correct. Might be the comment of the show. Thank you. Truly, yeah, because it's like, we could save your life in case of trouble, right? What's the big deal? Okay, I guess we're not going to have a big problem there. Thomas, Jerry says the same thing. HOA is number one problem for hams, and it is. It could be very, very difficult. Roger McKeon, I'm from Bloomington, Illinois. Flat for sure. Yep, sure is. Kevin O'Doublehead from Ireland. What bugs me is abusive neighbors who do everything they can to stop you from having your radio hobby. Truly, yep. Scott says, we have Lockport here by me for the locks that in the Erie Canal. That's neat history, isn't it? That's pretty good. And by the way, in other amateur radio news, Anders still looks like Sig Hansen from the Northwestern on Deadliest Catch. We'll run that in the ground. Probably already have. Who knows? All right, guys, let's take a brief look. The radio is have a very serious handicap. It's only has an antenna 12 feet off the ground. We'll see how well we do with it today. So the operating conditions, 7610. We're running just in the BuddiHex. We're going to run barefoot, so just 100 watts. I think the 1010 contest is just about over.
Go ahead.
Antenna's very low to the ground, so we'll see.
Zulu, Andy in Arkansas. Could you come back with your call again, please?
That's a big signal. Look at that. Sometimes you just have 2 meters or 440 or whatever, or nothing for a while, and then you take a break, and then you come back, and ham radio's still there. How about that? Oh, yeah.
Well, it's working. You're loud and clear. It's working good.
And I finally got the SWRs on this down to 1.3.
So we'll try to make a call real quick. This is a nice place because we can either do technician licenses here in the States or we can run general. And keep in mind that the antenna is pretty darn low. We're only at about maybe 10, 11, maybe 12 feet. Just want to take a look, make sure we're not stepping on somebody. So 28.408 megahertz on 10 meters. I like to start here because this is a place that that technicians can also work. Oh, there's somebody up. Let's try on 13 real quick. 3 up. Might work on 13. There's probably somebody on 15, though. All right, let's try it. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Again, the antenna's... Oh, somebody's there. Okay, move. So the antenna is only maybe 12 feet up, and that's all. We're pointed to the east.
Thanks for taking my call or calling me, so appreciate it. QR's Kilo Charlie 9, Echo, Oscar, Quebec. CQ10 contest, Kilo Charlie 9, Echo, Oscar, Quebec, calling.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
All right, I heard 2 calls there. I believe Bravo, India Victor is the last 3 I heard.
So the 10 contest is still going on. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. Sorry.
Great rest of your Sunday there, Noel, and nice to meet you. NO6EL, KB0 Echo Oscar.
Look at that. That's about 9 wide there. That's pretty big. Jeez. Okay. Let me try again.
Norway 5, X-ray Zanzibar.
So I guess the 10-10 contest is still going on. Oh, joy. Oh, good. And there's somebody underneath that too. So yeah, they're everywhere. It's life. We'll see if we can find an opening somewhere. Everything here looks pretty quiet, but you know, I'm gonna jinx it. You know that. All right, 40. Let's try this here. Looks pretty good. 28.477 megahertz. So 28.477. We're still in place here in the States where technicians can work at the frequency. So can generals and amateur extras and advanced. So, and let's give it a shot. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Again, not very high. We'll see. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. I'm just going to tune just a skosh. See if we can just get a little more out of the antenna. Is the frequency in use? Kilo 7 Hotel November. CQ10, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ10, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ on 10 meters and listening.
Kilo 7 Hotel November from Kilo Bravo 0 Romeo Oscar Tango South Dakota.
I've got a Kilo Bravo. Could you come back with the rest of it? I think I didn't write it down right.
Romeo Oscar Tango Kilo Bravo 0 Romeo Oscar Tango South Dakota.
Wow, South Dakota. I don't know if I've worked anyone there yet. That's pretty cool. So I got Romeo Oscar Tango at the end of it. Could you fill in the suffix, please? Now we got it. Thank you so much for your patience. Kilo Bravo 0 Romeo Oscar Tango. My name is Larry, Lima Alpha Romeo Yankee. My QTH here is Independence, Oregon. It's about 60 miles or so southwest of the Portland area. And you're on a YouTube channel right now called Ham Radio Live, where we try to encourage people to get their amateur radio license. Over. Thank you, Kenneth. Yep, you're a 1x1 here too. A 1x1. 73, Kilo Bravo 0, Romeo Oscar Tango. The very best 73 from Kilo 7 Hotel November. So on both sides, you know, it was difficult, right?
Oscar Delta Hotel.
Just a second, guys. Hold on. Let me get this so I've got it right. And don't ever feel compelled to answer real quick. Just, you get there when you get there. That's the way it works.
Hello, Larry. W2 Oscar Delta Hotel.
Whiskey 2, Oscar Delta Hotel. Had to log the last call. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. You got the name right, so obviously you know who I am. Right now, let me give you a signal report on the way back. Is that all right?
Okay, Larry. This is W2ODH. Jim, San India, Mexico, Texas, 30859.
Jim, thank you. It's an honor to meet you. It's a pleasure. It really is. You're on a YouTube channel right now where we try and encourage people to get into amateur radio and license up as well if they can. So it's an honor to say hello to you. I live in a little town called Independence, Oregon. It's about, I'd say about 60 miles southwest of the Portland area. And you got a good signal here. You're coming in about a 57, 5x7. Over.
Okay, Larry. Thanks very much for the report here. We've been operating the 1010 SSC contest and looking for 1010 numbers. And heard you in there, so I thought we'd sneak in. If you got a number, I'd love to get it, but if not, that's okay also. We're in Texas, about 15 miles from Dallas, Texas, over.
Well, James, it's an honor to say hello to you that far. My antenna is not very high right now, so I'm grateful we made that kind of distance. I'm not a 1010 member. I'm looking into getting into it, though, because I love 10 meters a lot.
Well, if you love 10 meters, you should get into the 10-10 club. It's all about keeping the band active and supporting the activities here. And good to hear you on there. Nice signal. You're about 5x8 into the Dallas, Texas area.
Wow.
And we're running a Icom 7300
It's got to have a good antenna.
mounted vertical. A butternut HSV 9. I'll get it out after a while. Thanks a lot, Larry. 7-3 from W2ODH.
Jim, it was my pleasure. I'm just showing your QRZ page to the people on YouTube. Thank you for the call. It's been an honor. Whiskey 2 Oscar Delta Hotel. God bless you and yours, man, from Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Okay, 7-3.
73. Kilo 7 Hotel November QRZ.
Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo.
Hold on a second. Oscar Echo Bravo, hold on a sec. All right, Oscar Echo Bravo, go ahead. Station ending in Oscar Echo Bravo. Could you give me your call sign again? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo. Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo.
James, it's great to work you all the way in Oklahoma, my friend. What a treat. This is great. I can't believe it because the antenna's so darn low. I'll give you a signal report on the way back. Name is Larry. You know that, I think. Lima Alpha Romeo Romeo Yankee. Microphone back to you, my friend. Oh, come on, James. Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo, Kilo 7 Hotel November, lot of QS Baker, lot of QS Baker. Could you come back with just the signal report? Over. Hold on, Kilo India 5 Oscar Echo Bravo. I don't want you to lose you here. So we just got some QSB, and I've got a very low antenna. So if you'd like to come back with a signal report here, I will give you one here as soon as I hear your signal. Microphone back to you, please. All right, my friend, I think I got a 1x1. I'm going to take that 1x1. I've got the same on you. At first, you came in just great. I mean, I could hear everything, but now a 1x1 on my end, too. So we'll leave that alone. Thank you so much for the call. Kilo India 5, Oscar Echo Bravo, 73, Kilo 7 Hotel November. All right, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November QRZ. Perfect. Kilo 7 Hotel November, I'll be QRT. QSY to 12 meters. And just listen for a second. Look at the guy here. Jesus, look at the signal. It's huge. That's close to 10 wide, right?
Name here is Dan, Denmark, America, Norway, Dan, and the QTH is minimum.
I don't want to do that because then you put somebody on the air and you hear them. It's not right. What a signal, though. Jeez.
Strong signal here. Fantastic propagation from Alaska all the way down to Tybee Island, Georgia, off the coast of Savannah. 5959 QSL.
Yeah, you're about 5 by 6.
Rodney, you're right. Yeah.
Anchorage,
for 10 meters, 12 to 15 feet's not bad. 12, and as you go lower in frequency, it becomes more important. This is Alaska. Hopefully, we'll make this call.
Call sign. Been down on the code bands, having some fun. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I need to get down there tomorrow and do something. I was trying to do some DX tonight. There were some guys from Antarctica on, but the pileup is crazy, and I didn't really have a good path into them anyway. But everybody and their brother is trying to get those boys in Antarctica. Over.
Roger. That's kind of funny. I was KC4 AAA almost 40 years ago. I was at South Pole Station as a
Tell you
very
what.
young worker for ITT.
I'm going to ask him what frequency it is.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I can imagine. You know, the propagation has just been amazing.
And for folks that are new, are learning, this is a great time to have the signal report ready.
Like I'm talking to you right now, especially on this high band, over.
Yeah, it's been open for a couple of months here on...
If you can get the call sign and the signal report right off the bat, you're good to go. Quick call.
CW today was fruitful, lots of contacts, and then...
But we're going to ask what frequency is for Antarctica. Absolutely.
About 2 months ago, I think I worked about 100 stations in a row. I'm only here for a few minutes today, but yeah, it's a pleasure.
Oh, Jonathan, wouldn't that be great?
Hopefully we'll be like it for a few more years, Pete.
I need that wire. You'll get there.
Anyway, yeah, you're a rare station, so I'm going to let you see if you can make a couple other contacts, maybe a little farther away. Although I'm showing you're 3,600 miles away, all the way across the continent up there into the north part of Alaska, so that's amazing. So I'll let you find some more contacts, and I'm going to see if I can get lucky with someone from Indonesia, maybe, or Japan or something like that tonight. That's very rare for me.
There you go,
here,
Mohammed.
Savannah, Georgia.
There it is, Mohammed.
Anyway, good talking to you, Dave. Take care, and thanks for the
24945.
Alpha Lima 7 Lima Oscar Whiskey 4 Tango Yankee Bravo 73, my friend.
All right, Pete. Thanks for coming back to my call. Whiskey 4 Tango Yankee Bravo 73 is Alpha Lima 7 Lima Oscar.
Alpha Lima 7 Lima Oscar. Could we go up 5? This is Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Say again.
Can we please go up 5? I'd like to make a call with you if possible.
You're a little bit weak. I couldn't quite hear that. Come back one more time, over.
Alpha Lima 7 Lima Oscar Kilo 7 Hotel November. Can we go up 5, please?
Oh, you say up 5, over?
Yes, or do you have this frequency?
I'm sorry I jumped on somebody. My apologies. Yes, I'll get off your frequency, over.
No, you're not on. So I didn't know if this was your frequency or not.
I think he wants you to go up 5 kilocycles, over.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. I was
We're just
so
going to
weak,
make it easier.
I'm not catching everything he says, over.
Yeah, I think he's there. He's a K7, so he must be close to you, over.
Yeah, probably. Sure, I'll go up 5.
Thank you so much. Kilo 7 Hotel November is clear frequency. So go to 50, and we'll see if we make the call with him. Of course, got a birdie there. Excellent. Alpha Lima 7 Lima Oscar. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Do you have a copy of me, over?
There we go. I heard you that time. Kilo 7 Hotel November. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So, I'm sorry. My antenna is very, very low, and I wasn't sure if we'd be able to make the call, so I just put the amplifier on, gave me an extra 100 watts.
Yeah, I caught you. Looks like I worked you a while back. Name here is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, and we're in Anchorage, over.
Dave, it's nice to make the call with you. It really is. Thank you for going up 5. That was very, very kind. 59, you're real strong here into Oregon. Gosh, you got to have a screaming signal down into the States. You said, I overheard you saying that there was an Antarctic station on. Do you remember what frequency that was?
Oh, it was the guy I was talking to in Georgia said he was chasing an Antarctic pileup, and so I do not know where those guys are at. I just mentioned that 40 years ago I was on that end of the pileup a long time ago, over.
That must be some kind of memory. What was it like to be in Antarctica?
That was a lot of fun. I was a 21-year-old, and I ended up with a radio man job of all things. And,
wow.
It was just a lot of fun. Great adventure for a 21-year-old. And then I was just basically having QSOs with my father back in Michigan. And then the pilots would start. We were done with our weekly sked, and then they would, and then I'd try to work pileups. But I wasn't very effective, I don't think. I'm too much of a rag chewer, over.
Yeah, I understand. I'm the same way. I would rather just have a nice rag chew with somebody and learn a little bit more than just, make the call, and just, work volume. So, yeah, Dave, I do see that we have worked before, and I'm really thankful we made the call again. That was very, very nice. Still cold up your way?
It's not too too bad. It's 19 today, and it's supposed to cool off a little bit more a couple of weeks ago. Last week we had a first thaw for the winter, and then but we've had some cold snaps too where it's been below zero and hovering close to zero. So it's a good winter, and we're just happy daylight's back. We're over 8 hours a day of daylight, over.
Yeah, I bet that makes you happy. Holy cow. I couldn't do it, man. I give you a lot of credit. Well, listen, buddy, I'm going to try and scoot off this here, and I do appreciate you making the call. I host a YouTube channel where I try and encourage people to get into amateur radio as well as license up and learn more about it. And I want to thank you for making this call because this could be something that maybe encourages someone to get their amateur radio license. Sounds like you've been an amateur a long time. Before I 73 with you, can you tell me what you enjoy most about the hobby?
Oh, sure. Larry, I can tell you that it's all of it. I actually just built a satellite antenna array on my garage. I've never done that before. I have on my list here to do some slow scan television. I've never done that before. I'm trying to get my code speed up higher, about 25, but I'm trying to get higher for fun. And I'm going to try to do a moon bounce. I'm trying to bounce a signal off the moon. It's just there's always something else to do. I built kits. I fixed radios. It's pretty much everything. So I think I would say the variety, Larry, over.
You know what? That's fantastic. Yeah, I love that because, there's a guy that comes to my channel that calls it rabbit holes. There's so many rabbit holes in amateur radio, and I love how you just kind of knocked them all down there, just saying all the different things you want to learn to do. I think this is a hobby that you never know it all. Would you agree?
I would agree. That's the fun of it. The more you know, the less you know, and it's a great hobby. I'm glad it's still alive. We were worried about it some years ago, but
sure.
But code bands are still busy, and FT8's got lots of people with small stations working the world, and I think that's fantastic. You got to adapt and enjoy it. And I started doing my first contest just a couple of years ago, so anyway, Larry, good. Well, thanks for the call, and we'll look for you again, K7HN, AL7LO.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Thank you for taking the time to make the call with me and coming up 5. That was very, very kind of you. Alpha Lima 7, Lima Oscar, the very best of 73s to you and yours, David, from Kilo 7 Hotel November.
73.
73, Dave. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. I'll be QRT. Just to get rid of the birdie, I'll be...
Norway, Denmark, France. That's a strong signal. 5-9 into Anchorage, over.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's amateur radio right there. That's what it's about, It's something really, like he said, that you never know it all. You just don't, because there's so many other things to do. If you don't like to talk on a microphone, you can use a keyboard. You can send photos from your phone halfway around the world. You can work satellites. You can send signals off the moon. You can work meteor showers. You can do all kinds of things to amateur radio. It's the most special hobby. You never figure it out. That's the thing that's special about amateur radio. I'll close, guys. I thank you for coming. We've been here an hour and 12. I want to thank you for coming. I've got a brand new sign off. I've got a special chicken man at the end of the show as well. Wait, we haven't done trivia yet, and the angry hams are getting pretty ticked off. Let's go upstairs and take a look.
Arthur!
Don't you mean author?
His name's Arthur. Arthur Miller.
No. It's Roger Miller.
Oh. Roger!
There you go. Hey, so we again have a tie score in North America and the world. First question. The 160-meter band went to war during World War II to be utilized in radio navigation system called what? Was it A, GPS, B, ELF, C, LORAN, or D, ASDIC? Let me know. Let me know with A, B, C, or D. First one to get the doggone thing right gets 5 points, a cha-ching, and some applause. Good luck. So again, 160-meter band, World War II. It was used for a specific purpose. We'll show it. It's going to be kind of fun. I think we've had this question before, and I'm looking forward to be able to share what I've got with this now. Andy Kelly, first one in from the UK, 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo with A, GPS. Nope, not it, my friend. Andy New, Mike 7, Charlie, Union November. Don't give him ever a second chance because he'll nail it. He got it right. It is C, Loran. Well done, Andy. You did it. You sure did. Yeah, it was Loran, and we'll see who else got this one right as well. Eamon had C. Lionel had C. By the way, Eamon, welcome. Welcome to see you. Andy with B. Let's see, Todd had C as well. And look at that. The dash right there was C right away. Had a boy. Everybody getting C here. Yeah, Loran was it. And let me just make sure I'm not missing any C's. Because I am that way. There you go. Let me try to show you real quick what it looked like and how it worked. This was a navigation system and how people were able to navigate in the dark. That was designed for. This is what it looked like. You had a radar screen on one end, and then you had the transmitter, right? But there were multiple transmitters being used. So you'd have like a master ground station, and you'd have a couple of slave ground stations, and that would help the aircraft to find its way to the airport in darkness. That's how it worked. And then as things got more complicated, you got more and more of them. And it was used on 160 meters back in the day in amateur radio. So Andy New, Mike 7, Charlie, Union November just put the world 5 ahead. Well done. Second question. What does the term bug refer to as it relates to the operating your amateur radio station? So a bug. What would a bug be? A device used for covert surveillance. B, a semi-automatic radio telegraph key. C, something has gone wrong in your equipment.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Or D, a voltage spike on transmit. Looking for a bug. A, B, C, or D. First one gets a cha-ching and some applause. Good luck. Rolled up by 5. Okay. A bug. And thank you, Rodney, for the next question. I always like to receive that. It's nice to know because you never know where you're at, right? Andy New, first in, Mike 7, Charlie, November. By the way, Andy holds a distinct record here. He does. He answered trivia questions correctly 9 straight times. No kidding. And he was the first one to do it. The degree of difficulty is outstanding to do something like that. It really is.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
No, he did it right. He did good. And he says B, a semi-automatic radio telegraph key. My gosh, could he be 2 for 2? He certainly is. Well done, Andy. Wow. Yep. A semi-autographed telegraph. And you guys will nail this around the world. Everybody's got beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's just it's a regular bug. This is the look of an old one here. This neat Vibroplex old little bug way back in the day. By the way, welcome InfoDog. Good to see you. Robert Varner's here as well. Gosh, what a good group of people for a Sunday. I'm really grateful it came to do the show. All right, guys, we're going to close this show because it's time for me to go and make dinner for the fam. So I want to thank you for being here. I really do hope you get on the air because the SFIs are going to come up this week. They're going to start coming up, and we're going to see some great conditions. You're going to get some more propagation, meaning some calls out there from Foxtrot Tango 8, Whiskey, which is, get that sound out. Sorry, Birdie's driving me crazy. FT8WW, Crozet Island, will be back on the air, it looks like, this coming week making calls. So that's real. And then, of course, the people at Bouvet look like this week, hopefully they'll be able to get things set up, a modified setup for the people at Bouvet, but they will be transmitting as soon as they can safely do so. My name's Larry. My call sign, amateur radio, is Kilo 7 Hotel November. God bless you wherever you may be. I enjoy this so much. It's great to spend time with each and every one of you. If you'd like to get an amateur radio, a great way to do so is to contact a good group of people like the Radio Society of Great Britain. Good people, and they're there to help you worldwide, wherever you are. If you don't have your license and you'd like to get your license, let them know you want your license from where you live. They'll then send you an email back with a local to you amateur radio club, and that's so important because that club, you call the club and get to know those guys. They're going to help you get licensed. They're going to help you maybe get gear to get you on the air, and they'll help you understand how things work in amateur radio. It's a great way to get going. www.rsgb.org.uk. We're going to show first time sign off from Channel 7 in Chicago in honor of James that we just celebrated there in Illinois, and also a Chicken Man show that I don't know the episode number of, but it's pretty funny. Wherever you are in this great world, a very good evening or good day to you. God bless you, and thanks for watching Ham Radio Live. Goodbye, my friends.
This is WLS-TV, Channel 7, Chicago's first television station, transmitting on circular polarization from atop the Sears Tower. WLS-TV, now serving 8.5 million Chicago area residents, is a member in good standing of the National Association of Broadcasters and subscribes to the NAB Television Code of Good Practices. The time is now 2:42 as we leave the air. We invite you to tune in again tomorrow for the finest in television programming. Good night.
The maternal marauder, alias Mildred Harper, mother of the winged warrior, makes an important call.
This is the commissioner's office.
Good morning, Miss Hellfinger. This is Mildred Harbour.
It's Hellfinger, and good morning to you, maternal marauder.
I would like to speak to the commissioner, please.
All right. Commissioner.
Yes, I am.
The maternal marauder is on the line.
The what?
The masked mother.
The masked mother?
The winged warrior's mommy.
Oh, yes, put her on, please.
All right.
Hello.
Good morning, masked mommy.
Good morning, Commissioner Norton. And why not make it Mildred?
If you insist.
Yes.
I do like Norton better.
Commissioner.
Yes, I am.
I would like to ask you something about my son, the winged warrior.
Yes, I don't know who he is, but I do know this.
Just how is he doing, Commissioner?
How is who doing what, where?
My son, the winged warrior.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful.
Fine.
He is Mr. Wonderful.
Well, then, in that case, I'd like to talk to you about money.
Wonderful, but not great. Great is much better than wonderful, and that good he isn't.
But he is all that you expected in a crime fighter.
Let me say this.
He is, isn't he?
Let me say this.
Isn't he?
Let me say...
Commissioner?
How much?
$1.50 an hour.
$1.25.
$1.
75 cents. Aren't you going the wrong way?
No, 50 cents an hour. You are.
25 cents an hour. What are you talking about?
15 cents. What are you talking about?
10 cents. The salary we're paying the winged warrior.
A nickel. You're not paying the winged warrior a salary.
A penny. I'm not?
No. The winged warrior is paying you.
He is?
Yes, he is.
Yes, Commissioner.
Miss Helfinger, make a note that I've just negotiated for the winged warrior to pay us a penny an hour.
Well, who said crime fighting doesn't pay? And moreover, the maternal marauder, alias Mildred Harper, mother of the winged warrior, makes an... Well, who said crime fighting doesn't pay?
Sorry, guys.
And moreover...
And moreover, why does the commissioner care? That's the end of the show. Goodbye, everybody.
That's all, folks.